Today's project, we brought out the Cat 249 skid loader and the 301.7 mini excavator. It's pretty early yet, Monday morning. Just trying to be a little bit quiet. We're going to do a driveway extension here. 12 feet over up there. This is for an RV parking, so we're going to do it 6 inches thick with a little bit extra rebar and wire mesh. Fiber mesh in the concrete as well. Just a rectangle pad up there, all connecting to the driveway, straight down. And then to make it look a little bit better and not like an add-on, we're going to saw cut the sidewalk, take this out, and connect it all the way up to the street. Jump into this side, we're going to add a governor's driveway starting right here so the cars can come in and do a loop and walk or drive all the way over here as I'm walking. And same thing here, we're going to saw cut this sidewalk, demo that, get it out, and connect right up to the street. We'll pull all this topsoil back out of the way and get down to solid ground. And then lastly, a connector walk right here. Okay, I'll get the machines greased up. And at 10 to 7, we'll get started. So once you learn where all the grease fittings are, undercarriage, there's 2 all the way through here. So hit these all in order. Every pivot point has a grease fitting. So find that and hit them in order so you don't miss any as you come around the machine. And what I like to do is plug that in. And then whenever you see the grease move, then you know it's full. I pump it until I actually see it move. You'll waste a little bit, not a big deal. I'd rather have that thing full of grease where you see it in there. I don't feel that's a waste of grease. Keep that machine lubed up and it'll last you a long time. Okay, let's get digging. Show you real quick is how we start setting heights on these projects. I pulled a string from corner of turnaround, followed the same plane up with our lumber. We use the driveway to set our in and out so everything looks nice and straight with each other. Now we brought that all the way back. Let's just check this. What do we have? Any side to side? It's shading to the front a little bit. So with any luck, we are that same plane towards the front. You can see we are. So now Steve's measuring 20 foot 9. We'll find this corner. We'll pull a number. We'll pull a string and find a good corner here. Same plane as the driveway out, 12 feet, and make this all line up. I'll go ahead and put that together and I'll show you. Corner to corner, 21.9. Hook it on that. We pull over 21.9. And here we are right here. And here's Steve pulling down the corner. You can see how they don't line up. 1.5 inch difference, not a big deal. We're going to go with this mark. That way it'll look straight if they do landscaping, if they add on. Now everything's straight off of that corner. So we pulled a string down that wall right here and attached it on the end of our board.
12 feet over, put a mark, X on the side the lumber goes. 12 feet, X where the lumber goes. Right there, Steve?
Yep.
Okay, and that's what I was talking about. 12-foot mark, X where the lumber goes. Now we'll attach a string, pull 12 feet off of that corner, nice and straight. Okay, tape measure against the concrete. Steve's pulling a 12.
I don't even know why we wasted time checking it.
It was right where we put it, huh?
Yep.
Okay, so you can see we're straight. We're square with the house. Now we're coming parallel up. Elliot, string right here. Steve will pick that up. Just a little bit of a guess, and he'll always guess high. It's easier to take it down. We know we're fall coming out. We know we're 1% forward. So Elliot's gonna go down on the lumber. I'll be on the concrete. We'll follow the same plane out. Steve's finding a pin that's not full. Holes, all the holes get plugged up with concrete. Look at that, huh? Down just the, no, you're right on, huh? Good deal.
Sometimes I get lucky like that.
Okay, so we're the same plane, but we'll also put a level on there with a straight edge or a string and check it and make sure we're nice and even, consistent falling away. Steve just got back with our first load of stone. Pull ahead a little. Pull ahead a little. Pull ahead a little. Okay, he's going back to get another load. He was watching me, and I was busy looking at the camera to see if the camera was rolling. Okay, so Elliot and I will get this graded. Another load. We might get some concrete coming here. Okay, just got that on grade. Tom's tamping it. We're checking grade here. We're still 6.5 untamped. 7. So a little sprinkle in here after we pull a mixer in for that, and then we'll grade this. It is a race. Matt went to get wire and rods. I called for a mixer. They said they could load it right away. Of course I said yes, get it coming. So who gets here first? Matt with the wire or concrete?
Matt with wire.
Matt with wire. Okay, I'm going to start getting some 2x4s, outlining this, and get ready. The Mini pulled all the spoils, topsoil, all the loose debris back. We're starting right at that first pin, giving a little curve to a straight run. I think this was 12. I'll have to double check it. Straight off of that cut, I believe. Or I think we're 8 feet off of here. I wonder if we shouldn't just line up with that cut. Homeowner was just out here. I'll have a conversation with him. Tom's getting our plastic scab together. This is AZAC we use. Everybody keeps asking me, what do we use for our flexibles? AZAC. It's a siding material, PVC, bends real nice, and we use it several times. AZAC. All right, into my sidewalk cut, flare to the street. Get this all ready, talk to you soon. I think we're pushing almost 90 degrees. It's 10 a.m. Good. Wire and rods showed up before concrete, and I'm expecting to see a mixer pour over that hill any second. So we'll get this unloaded, getting this run. We pulled a string right off of that sidewalk, so we're the same plane over to our governor's driveway where Tom's standing down there, and then it's coming this way. We stayed 8 foot off. We pulled a string down this cut, and it's turned ever so slightly. We'd have to keep this a foot out of square to make it look good with that, so we kept it separate. That's our height rolling up there. Then from there, we're going to curve it down to the street. I'm going to jump on here and help these guys. Rebar, 2 foot on center, coming this way. So I just need to cut some extenders to get us out to this corner. Cut a couple in half. That easy. A minute, that's what we're looking for. The chair underneath the rebar. We have about 20 feet all ready to go. And then the next 20 feet, I just have chairs under the edge and a stack sitting here. As we're backing up the mixer, we'll place the chairs underneath there and keep pouring. Let's go ahead and get him in here. How was that for timing, huh? Pretty good. Thanks, Denny. All right, so we'll get him right in place up here. Nice easy pour for this hot afternoon. This is coming together real good. Talk to you in a minute. Okay, he'll just pull right in. He won't turn his wheels at all. It's a straight shot. Everything's tamped. Nothing moving. Looks good. I'm gonna put you right here. Enjoy the pour. You'll be under the chute, not us. So they pulled a string right up that form, lined it up with the driveway. We should have had this marked. I forgot to mark that. I think we have enough in there. Forms in, 1, 2, 3, 4 pins. Let's get her finished up. Okay, that's what we're looking for. All broomed, finished, edged, and sealed. That's dry. This is drying. You can see how it all just goes away. It goes on with bluish white. And I've said this before, I think that's just so you can gauge your coverage, get it on there nice and even. Everything's up on chairs. I have to talk quick. Down to about the first 20 feet. We're just gonna roll the mixer right up here. We'll get them nice and straight. Somebody piled a bunch of concrete right in our way. We'll have to work around that. So we'll get them coming. I'm not gonna have a whole lot of time to talk. You've seen us do this 1,000 times. Pulling the mixer right up. That's probably good. Just stopping shy of our chairs. 1 truck, 2 trucks. That's why I don't have time to talk. Good morning. Day 2 here. It is not nighttime, it is that cloudy and overcast. We just had rain pass through, so that changed our plans a little bit. I brought the power buggies. I was going to power buggy the concrete up and dump it, but with our sub base, I didn't want to disturb that. So plan B is we build a little bridge over this street walk, our community walk, and we're gonna pull the mixer which is mixing up out there, across, up over the sidewalk, into the pour area. Now, of course, if it breaks it, we'll have to saw cut it out and replace it. But I'm hoping that we don't have to do that. All right, I'll get you set up. 27 yards heading this way. Pouring all this right now. And I got to get somebody finishing that apron down there. But here he comes. Let's see how it goes. Get him lined up. There's not too much I can do except stay out of his way. Right up and over. Locking them in. So we'll have to take a look at this after he gets out of here. And of course, I didn't see any movement. Hopefully we're okay. All right, I'll get you set up. Yeah, just finished up 27 yards all the way. The guys are laying out cuts, running edge. I'm gonna get on cleanup a little bit, get these boots squirted up. I got a couple pounds of concrete on there. And where did I see my coffee? Grab a sip of coffee, talk to you in a second. Yep, 2 pads. Of course it was, right there. Yep. Okay, saw cut, rip it out. We'll re-pour this with that walk and the neighbors. That's how it goes. Okay, I'll try and get some of this footage here. You good there, Tom? Jumping in here right in front of the camera. Okay, so far we're getting very lucky with the rain. Everything's staying north of us. Okay, going good. We're just really hustling here. Put our center cut in. We don't want to stop our center cut right there, so we do our Y cut all the way off. Oh my gosh, go. Thunder, thunder. Maybe it's a plane. All right, so this is number 3 truck. It's setting up the fastest. Number 2 truck is setting up the slowest. All the joints are in. So start rubbing this up. Number 1 will be ready to broom shortly. Them up close, nice slow and flat. Wiping out these bull float lines. Okay, I'm hoping that camera got me. I didn't have time to go get this one. I just used some 2x4 blocks, went out and cleaned this joint up. Coming off, I didn't even fall in the concrete. They were taking bets. Was I gonna fall? What was the odds on that?
Like about 4,000.
There's our broom, finished joints. Down here, our Y for the crack protection. Sometimes a lot of slime builds as water forms and runs down those joints. Matt's dealing with that. He's doing a fine job. We usually save that for last. As long as the concrete's soft enough, it does take the longest to get that looking good. Need a hand brush or anything? You're good. So we put our tool cut across here, and we take a half a piece of expansion joint and pound it down. Do that when the concrete's soft. Now it looks like the sidewalk runs right through, as well as concrete and rebar all tied together on this hillside, pumping and heaving. We don't want that to come apart. Okay, let's get cleaned up, get ready for round 2. Or I think this is 2 or 3. Yeah, we'll call it round 4.
Good morning, everyone. They're over there digging this extension to this driveway. We just got done finishing up that driveway over there. Now we're just prepping this up right here. Okay. He's So what Jim and I are doing is we want to follow the same plan of the driveway. That way it matches. You don't have a weird bump in here whenever a car pulls in. So we're using a string. You can use a straight edge, a nice straight 2x4, something like that. Now we just want to tap this end down so the string just touches the driveway, right like that. Now we know that whenever they pull their car onto this or whatever they're using this for, it's going to be a nice smooth transition. It's not going to be a weird bump.
Out for the high school 3-point line, 19 feet some inches. Just talked to the homeowner. We're shooting for the NBA, so we got to go 22'3" from hoop over for 3-point line. So a little bit more digging, and we'll be ready for concrete.
So like right here is NBA?
NBA.
Oh yeah, okay.
Easy,
that seems about right.
Take everyone.
Yeah.
Okay, just finished power buggying this in. Sorry, I forgot to turn the camera on. We need a film crew out here. There's too much going on. Okay, we're gonna go pour our street walk and our house walk. Okay, just finished pouring the walk. Coming. Real good. Real good. Want to turn it to me a little? Good. A little bit, keep going. A little bit more. One more of those. Let's hold up there. Yep. Sit tight a minute. I think we're still a little bit light, huh? Just doing a little bit of cleanup. Come over and see how these guys are making out. Concrete's setting real good. It's, what do you think it is, about 90 out here?
Probably.
Pushing 90. Everything's jointed. We just followed our tool cuts through with the expansion joints. We know it's going to hairline off of those corners. And we'll be brooming here in seconds. seconds. Okay, I'm gonna hit that cooler, grab a quick drink of water. See you back here. Okay, we know it's gonna crack here. It's too small to even get a joiner in there. You know, that looks better than a crack. So we'll let these tighten up a little bit. Put a slight little broom on there. Let's get going. Okay, nice easy finish to the day. This is all broomed. We're just putting our picture frame 6-inch smooth edge mark on it. Yeah, whatever looks good there, Jim. I know it's sort of an odd.
Yeah. I was thinking
just end it, yeah. That looks perfectly fine. Steven will just bring that backside up and end it. We're good. Okay, there, we talked about it, good. All right, let's go broom the other stuff. Okay, this corner. That's what we're looking for. Okay, we'll get a splash of sealer on this. Nice truck. Okay, so let's sweep this sidewalk off. We got a little bit of splatter. It'll come right off, but let's get that today. Okay, start stripping forms. Let's go. Okay, who's driving this home? Rock, paper, scissors?
Not me.
Okay.
You're not taking it?
All right, Ellie, it's time you learn how to drive. Okay, there it is, all done. Let me close this video out. Where were we here? A week? What? A day and a half. Not bad for a day and a half. More like 2 days. Driveway's all done, rolling up. Nice connector walk. Nice and wide, nice and inviting. I do like that. Connecting up, all the cuts ran straight through. It's added on. We're trying to make it look like it's not added on. And then this is what we poured yesterday. He has an RV he's parking in over here. Did you notice we did all this 6 inches, extra rebar, our usual wire mesh, and fiber mesh in the concrete. Just finished up, not really landscaping, just roughing it in for them. Now they can take it if they want to, or they can hire a landscaper. We exposed all their sprinkler heads. They just need raised up a little bit. So that's all that. All right, on to the next project. As always, thanks for tuning in to Concrete with the Hosses. See you in the morning. Don't be late.